So I guess my first question for you is, recognizing that the HR field is so heavily driven by SHRM and other professional association standards, how do we ensure that the curriculum of this program is meeting the needs of our business partners?
Thanks, Tom. So the program and the curriculum is SHRM aligned. We've worked really hard to blend legal issues with the modern day responsibilities of a leader in HR. So we've tried to really focus and incorporate many of the day-to-day issues that HR professionals face, including diversifying the workforce, ethics, compliance issues, workforce privacy, and technology. So we really are focusing on what are the real issues that HR professionals deal with day to day. And to do this, we met several times with many industry leaders, lawyers, HR professionals, and asked them really what are the issues they're facing day to day, and tried to really focus our curriculum on that so that it really is helpful to an aspiring HR leader or anyone that just wants to advance within the HR field. We also have recruited adjunct faculty who are engaged with these same issues in their jobs every day. And in fact, many of them don't use traditional textbooks. They really rely on industry publications, regulatory guidance, case studies, real cases that they've had to work with, and their own stories and experiences in their professional day-to-day. And that's really the approach we've taken to give students this very practical experience.
And on surveys, our students, not just in your program, but really across, have told us that access to those practitioner faculty on a course-by-course basis is the number one value added reason that they're here, and the thing that they take away. That's a long-term relationship in a lot of cases that they take away from their time with us. So very good. And then second question for you is with regard to how this degree program sort of fits in the graduate degree landscape. Mm-hmm. And some folks have tried to compare it to an MBA or an organizational development master's degree, but it's not that. It's different and it's special and it's very specific. So what are your thoughts on that? What is the placement of this degree program in the market?
So I would say, while there may be courses that touch on some similar areas and topics, it really is, this is not meant to be a replacement for those types of programs, but it's really a unique approach that really blends the legal, policy, and practical aspects of the day-to-day responsibilities of the HR professional. So many people who work in HR will often come across issues that are very much connected to legal issues or raise legal issues. And our reason and approach for teaching this through this legal lens is that so that these people can identify these legal issues as they come up and consult with an attorney when necessary, but they've had the training and the knowledge to be able to identify those issues. There's also many aspects that deal with strategic planning, data analysis, and other operational skills. And so we've tried to build a curriculum that really includes all of those skills, but really always has this legal lens that touches through all of the courses in the curriculum.
Thank you. And I'll just give one quick ROI success story from a very recent graduate. So we had a student come through the master's program, not an attorney, did not have any legal education background, and she works for a company that operates in multiple states. And every time they add employment in a new state, they have to put together a new employee handbook, which encompasses every and all policy related to employment, right? And so typically her organization had been spending about $200,000 to outsource the development of a handbook for a new state.
Mhm.
Having completed this Masters of Science program, this student wrote a new handbook for a new state in real time as she was completing her program authentically and with, with the approval of her firm. And they saved almost the entire $200,000 because they had her work vetted by someone and spent only a couple $1,000s on that.
Wow.
So that is just the most amazing ROI story. And I'm very proud to share that.
That's great. Yeah, our hope is that through this program, we will position our graduates better within the HR field, because they now have this broad knowledge of all these different subject matter areas that will enable them to, expand really their skills and their contributions within their fields.